how to handle a situation when somebody attacks on you in the middle of a GD and tries to prove you wrong on a certain point. Now, the very first thing that we need to remember here is that this particular attack is not a personal attack on you, but this is an attack on your point. So you don't have to get emotional about it. And another very important thing that has to be kept in mind is that this particular situation can definitely be turned into an opportunity. In fact, a golden opportunity wherein you can definitely portray one of the major skill sets that a manager requires, that is crisis handling situation or how to handle that pressure. Another couple of points that we need to keep in our mind. Number one, if you feel that particular counter is a valid counter, right? You have to be really practical about it, because if the argument is absolutely valid, then you have to handle it very carefully, because most of the time it has been seen that when we speak a point or a fact that we also know is wrong and somebody else tries to defy us on that particular thing, we argue with that particular person by trying to prove that our wrong point is actually a right point. So we get stuck in that situation and we invite a lot of attacks. So if one of the person tries to correct us or tries to prove us wrong, it's absolutely right to accept your mistake and get out of the situation. Number two is just ignore the other person and move on with what you're saying as such, so that you don't depict that there's something wrong going on. So a very valid thing that you can do in this situation is don't get emotionally involved in that particular argument and just let it go or accept your fault. Now another situation can be the other person is attacking you just to prove you wrong, or in short, the argument by that particular person is not very valid. So in that situation again, learn to ignore that attack. Just ignore it, don't make an eye contact with the person as such. And you can say another thing is that I think we are not able to settle down on this particular thing, so can we move on to some other point so that we don't waste the group's time.